Hi guys, so today is the 3rd of January and I'm sorry I haven't been on since the little haul I did the day after Boxing Day. Really haven't been feeling too well. I had quite a few donations come in from friends and family and people that wanted me to sell stuff to raise money for the RSPCA, and also I am going to actually split any profit I make this time between the RSPCA and between a charity called Escape. Oh, baby. Sorry guys, I've not been sleeping too well either, as well as feeling crap. So yeah, Escape is a charity that's back in my home area of Somerset, and they help children with disabilities, and they've helped my friend out a lot. And I just kind of want to give back to them because she's always saying about how she's fundraising for them and stuff like that. So I'd like to give back. So anything that I sell that's personally mine, that I've either bought to sell on or that I've just decluttered and selling on, I will be keeping the money for that. Anything that is a donation for me to sell on, whatever I make will be split equally between the RSPCA and Escape. I did have a massive donation. Ooh, sorry guys. I did have a massive donation on Saturday. Matt had to go and collect it. I actually had a donation from 2 different people, which he picked up and came and brought back to the house, which was really nice because most of that went within about 15-20 minutes. And then Matt went and got the second donation, which is a whole carload of stuff, which I'm grateful for the donation, but how it came in, I was a bit kind of disappointed with it. It took me 3.5 hours to sort through because, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for the donation, but it came in black bags, which is absolutely fine, but in amongst it was rubbish and food and dirty clothes. And I'm not being horrible, like, it's not just rubbish as in, like they've put a bit of clothes in and it's ripped or torn. I think it was actually like sweet packets and crisp wrappers and stuff like that. So it took me 3.5 hours to sort out. I ended up having about 4 bin bags of rubbish, and that included bits of clothes that were in it that were just ripped and torn or stained or stuff like that. Pardon me. So I saved what I could. I then cleaned the items. If they could go through the washing machine, they did go through the washing machine. So that was about 30 loads of washing to wash and dry before I sorted it through. I kept some of the kids' clothes to sell as it was in really good condition or it still had tags on, stuff like that. But a lot of the kids' clothes I just sorted into bags of sizes, and I just gifted on the same site. I kind of just gifted it on. So I have got some items to sell, and some of them have been put up on the Bargains R Us Facebook page, which is the sale site that friends and me run. So some of it's gone on there, some of it's already been sold, and I still got a bit of it to sell. Sorry I'm yawning so much, guys. Like I said, I've been feeling real crap the last few days. So yeah, I dealt with that on Saturday. And I'm not kind of making New Year's resolutions this year. I just want to set myself some goals. Because I feel that if you make resolutions, you kind of, if you don't achieve them in the time frame that you set, you are really upset about it and stuff. So I just would like to set myself goals and try and achieve those slowly but surely. So 2 seconds, guys. Sorry guys, I had to cough then. Like I said, I've not been too good. So the goals I'm setting myself this year are, I want to get back on budget. So I'm going to try and do roundups of like when I buy stuff in the sales or car boots and stuff like that, like I did on my last sale haul kind of thing, of telling you what the actual product was, full price, how much I actually paid and how much I saved, and then like the overall saving for that day, stuff like that. I'm going to try and do that. And then pardon me, I want to eat healthier. I want to lose some weight because obviously last year I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I've always been a bigger girl. I've never really been a really loose, skinny girl. But before I had Libby, I got myself into healthy eating, and how I did it, I would eat healthy Monday to Thursday, and I'd allow myself the bad bits Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, because at the time I was still living at home, or me and Matt had just moved into the flat, so Saturday and Sunday was kind of our days out, and that's when you want to go kind of to the seaside and have an ice cream or have fish and chips or have a takeaway, that kind of thing. So I would allow myself the bad bits on a Friday night or Saturday or Sunday, but I would eat healthy Monday to Thursday through the week. I cut out fizzy drinks Monday to Thursday and only had them as my treats. And when I say I had treats on the weekend, if we went out for the day and we had fish and chips, that was like the big treat for the weekend. And then I'd only allow myself like maybe a can of Coke or an ice cream or something like that as little treats. I wasn't having like a big meal every single day that was a kind of a cheat thing. I allowed myself like one big meal over the 3 days that was a cheat thing, and then a couple of little treats. So I'm going to try and go back to that. Because before I got caught with Libby, I got myself down to 14 stone. I was quite happy with that. It wasn't excessive, but I would have liked to lose a little bit more, but that was about 4 months, and then I got to the point of 4 months, and then I couldn't lose any more, and then obviously I found out I was a month and a half gone with Libby, so that was obviously why I couldn't lose any more. But I want to try and get back to healthy eating. I want to try and lose some weight. It's obviously been harder for me to exercise with my fibro because now I'm in constant pain. They still haven't sorted my painkillers, so I'm kind of going on what I've got. I've got to go and see the doctor again on the 8th to discuss my painkillers. And discuss my treatment plan. So I've got to go and see the doctor on the 8th, and I'm going to see the doctor that actually diagnosed me with a fibro and kind of set a treatment plan up with him of what tablets to take, because I'm on anatriptyline at the moment and it is helping with my sleeping, but my mood swings are just mega. I can go from 0 to red mist, don't get in my way, don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't breathe the same air as me within about 10 seconds. And it won't be anything massive that sets me off, it'll be stupid little things. So I really need to get that under control, because it's not fair on Matt and it's not fair on Libby to live with me like that. Libby is behind me asleep, cuddled into me, because she woke up early this morning. So yeah, I want to get my mood swings and that under control, so I need to speak to him about my treatment plan. And I need to sort out the pain situation of it, because at the moment I've just been taking the painkillers I've had at home, but they're really not kind of cutting it. I need to get that controlled. And obviously when I went in to see him, he said obviously the more weight your body carries, it's gonna like be bad for you, and it's gonna make it harder for you. So if you could lose weight, it'd be better. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm really gonna try and eat more healthier. We do cook meals every single night, and I've started that if I cook like lasagna or something, we'll have the portions that we eat that night, and then I'll box up the other portions and stick it in the freezer. I've also done the same with bolognese, and we've made a spag bowl. I've also done like some sausage hot pot, and I've just cooked off some mincemeat to put the carrots and peas in with it to make cottage pie and stuff like that. So that's in the freezer, and then I've got like Kievs in the freezer and chicken and stuff like that. So I'm making up more meals. Sorry guys, I'm in a lot of pain today, but I really wanted to do this. So I hope you guys are going to support me on this, and I know I'm probably going to get trolls and say you fat git and all this lot. I did put on weight when I had Libby. I went up to 22 stone with Libby. That was obviously when I was carrying her, and we've had a lot of issues since having her. I had to have an emergency C-section with Libby, and then we were in and out of hospital with her fits and stuff, and we lost my stepdad, and we've had family that have been very ill, and stuff like that. So we've not exactly had it easy, but I'm not saying we had it really hard, but I'm saying we had things pop into our way of causing problems, I suppose. So me and Matt have really took the incentive this year. We really want to get back on track with our budgeting and trying to save money and stuff like that. And I really want to lose a bit of weight and tone up, and Matt wants to lose a bit of weight as well because he feels like he's fat even though he's not. He always used to be around 11 to 12 stone, and he's a little bit more now, so he wants to kind of lose that, but he has changed in job from a very physical job he was in now to more on the forklift, so he's not really doing as much physical work, so that's probably why he's put it on. But for me to lose weight is an incentive to help my fibro, and it will help with my pain and stuff like that, so that's what I want to do. Now I know Minx Laura is doing it as well, and I think Diane is doing it as well, so we're all going to kind of support each other on it, and we're all going to have low days, and we're going to support each other as best we can. And obviously Diane has got fibro herself, so it's kind of good that me and Diane are supporting each other because we understand each other's fibro, and I think only somebody who has been very close to somebody who's got fibro or has fibro themselves know what pain it is. And it's all right for people to say you need to go to a gym, you need to go and do exercise, you need to go and do this, but they just don't understand that with fibro you're in constant pain, and the only way that I can describe it is like every bone in your body feels broken all at the same time, and every muscle in your body feels pulled or strained at the same time. So you get very breathless very easily, you can't sit for long periods of time, you have to keep constantly moving how you sit, you can't stand for very long periods of time, you can't walk for long periods of time. So it does make it very hard to exercise and stuff. And personally, I know I could go swimming, which would help because the water takes your weight away, like, so you are feeling weightless in the water. But I have bad eczema, and the more stressed I get, the more my eczema's coming out, and I'm having a really bad time of it at the moment. I don't know if you can see it, but on this arm I've kind of dug myself raw in a few places, and the same with my face. I've had spots come up and I've just dug myself raw. All of my chest is really bad, and all my back's really bad, and behind my knees and stuff's really bad. And the more I stress about that, the more it makes it worse. And when I really bad stress, my head has got eczema on it as well underneath my hair, so any movement of the hair makes it bleed. So every time I brush my hair, you know, the brush comes back with blood on it. If I wash my hair, the water runs red because there's so much blood in my hair because of the eczema that I'm irritating. And this is all down to stress and the fibro. So I've took it upon myself to start my weight loss journey kind of today. Ideally I would like to get kind of back down to 14 stone, as I felt quite reasonably happy at that point. It doesn't help that I have bigger boobs, and it doesn't help that I have a fat ass. I'm never going to lose that. When I did get down to 14 stone, my boobs never lost weight, and my ass never lost weight, so I'm always going to be a bigger girl. But I've started my weight loss journey today, and I'm hoping you're all going to support me on it. So I weighed myself this morning, and I'm absolutely disgusted by what I weigh. I knew that I would be putting weight on, and with the fibre and stuff, I hadn't been able to exercise properly. I've been finding it a lot harder. I used to walk to my mum's flat or across to town and meet her, and lately I've been having to get a taxi across and meet her in town, because for me to walk to town, it used to be like maybe a 15-minute walk for me. You know, it's now taking me a good 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and I feel absolutely dead by the time I get to town before I even do any shopping or do anything I need. And then I used to walk back from town as well, and I just can't do it anymore. It's too much pain, it hurts too much. I have to keep stopping all the time, and especially when it's windy and rainy, you just get soaked. So I've been kind of getting a taxi to town and then getting a taxi home from town, because shopping in town has just killed me. And obviously that hasn't helped, because the walking to town and walking from town was better for me. And in the summer, I think, and as it gets better, I'm going to attempt to try it again. But at the moment, I'm just in too much pain. I need to get the pain side of it sorted. You'll never ever get rid of fibro pain, but you can get it under control a bit, so it's a bit more manageable. And that's what I really need to do when I see the doctor on the 8th. So I was disgusted at myself when I weighed myself. And I know I'm going to have trolls that are going to say, you're fat, you're ugly, all this lot. I know that. I'm fully aware of that. This is why I want to do this for myself. I want to make myself fitter and healthier so I can run around with Libby more. And so I can give Libby a good life, and she won't always remember her mum being in constant pain and not being able to do stuff with her. I want to be able to do stuff with her. So I'm not doing this for any other reason other than I want to feel better in myself, and it will help my situation. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Libby was moving. So yeah, I weighed myself this morning, and I know I'm going to get trolls and stuff on this, but there we go. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, and I'm going to try and do a video out every week or so to kind of keep you updated. I'm only going to weigh myself once a week, and I'm just going to keep you updated, and I kind of just want a kind of support from you guys, because I know you've been very supported in the past, and like I say, I'm going to support Laura, and I'm going to support Diane, and I think they're going to support me back. We're going to set up our own like little support group. And you know yourself, when you're trying to lose weight and stuff, you do have really, really shit times. Excuse my language, but you have times where you know you want to, or you know you should go and do some exercise or something, and you really can't be asked, or you'll be feeling really low and you'll just want to eat a huge bar of chocolate or something like that. And I think that's where we're going to support each other more. We're going to get to that point and feel low, and the other people can kind of help us to get out of that situation and support us and kind of go, yeah, come on, let's go, let's try and really do this between us. So I think that's what we're going to do. So Laura has done her video today and posted it up, and I'm not sure when Diane's doing it, but I'm going to put mine out there exactly the same as Laura. I haven't got photos of what I look like now, but it's just my weight is my aspect at the moment. I'd like to get smaller. So it's the 3rd of January, and I weighed myself at 10:33 a.m. and I am 18 stone 12 pound. I am disgusting. I'm disgusted in myself. So I'm going to start eating healthy and do what I did before, where I allowed myself to cheat things at the weekend. But I'm going to really do what I can. I love my cheese, so I'm going to have to really cut back on that. And I love my fizzy drinks, and that makes you very bloated and gassy, so I'm going to cut back on that. My mum actually did buy me a crate of Coke, because I do like my Coca-Cola, and I do like the full fat, not the diet version. So my mum bought me a crate of that for Christmas, and I haven't actually opened the crate. I'm going to kind of let it sit there for as long as I can. And if I do feel like I really want one, I'm going to have it on one of my cheat days. It's just one of the cans of Coke, but it's going to kind of be, I suppose, my treat. And the longer I can leave it in the case unopened, it's going to be hard for me to open it. Whereas as soon as it's opened, it's just easier to keep diving into it. And so I'm not a big person for breakfast either. I've always, since I've been a young child really, if I eat breakfast, I do feel sick. I can't really eat before 11 o'clock because I do feel violently sick after it. I've always had that as a child. There's no rhyme or reason, the doctors know for it, but I just really feel really, really sick if I eat before 11 o'clock. So today I did have my breakfast, which I suppose you would call dinner, I suppose, because it's after 11 o'clock. And I had 2 slices of white toast, and I had a little bit of tomato sauce on top of it, because I don't eat butter. I have a very weird reaction to butter unless it's mixed into cakes and stuff. So I had a little bit of tomato sauce on each piece, and then I had a slice of ham on each piece and a slice of cheese on each piece. So I'm going to be keeping a record of when I weigh myself, what time and what weight I am and what the date is. And I'm going to be writing down everything I eat, because I found last time when I did this, it was a really big indication of where I could kind of cut back even further than what I was and stuff. So I'm hoping you guys are going to support me on this, and I'll put Laura's description of her video about her weight loss in the description below. And I just want to say thank you for Laura to support me on this, and thank you to Diane for supporting me on this, and thank you to anybody else that's going to support me on this. Another goal for this year is I really want to put some more into my YouTube channel, so any video ideas you want me to do, or reviews, or anything like that, Anything you would like to see me doing, please put it in the comments below, and I'll try my best. I really want to kind of do a video a week, if not more. Obviously, it all depends on my fibre and how I'm feeling, because at the moment I'm feeling really crap. But yeah, thanks for your support, guys, because I know you will support me in this, and I know I'm going to have some haters, but thanks for supporting me and bearing with me. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what I do. I did do a little shopping haul yesterday, not massively. I quickly popped into town. I think I picked up like 3 or 4 things in Poundland, so it wasn't very much at all. So I may quickly film that. But yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.